Hi, my name is Jane Chung from Palo Alto Networks. I would like to share with you about how we can keep our home office safe from cyber attacks. It has been over 14 months since the first lockdown began due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Prior to then, I often traveled to different office locations for meetings. My home office was rarely used and it was only used for conveniences, for early morning calls or late evening meetings. Now, my home office is the center of my business operations. I have all day 30 minutes calls from the home office. I sometimes eat my food here, drink from my office, and sometimes take a nap in the office as well. And I am now becoming aware of cyber attacks that's attacking home offices and concerned about securing my home office from malicious cyber attacks. Our businesses typically secure its building and offices with the enterprise-graded cybersecurity solutions. I do have a company-managed laptop. It has endpoint protection. I connect to the company's network using my home Wi-Fi. I also am quite aware that I have lots of internet-enabled devices such as speakers, tablets, smart TV, and almost all my home appliances are connected to the internet. The internet provider provide some level of security protection. However, they are very basic. Then I have to ask myself if this is good enough security for my home office. This is why I want to share with you about my recent findings and what we must to do to protect our home office from rising cyber attacks. Unit 42 is Palo Alto Network's cybersecurity research unit, and they often get involved in investigating the toughest security breaches. Recently, Unit 42 released a cloud threat report about rising security attacks, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Critical industries such as healthcare and financial services suffered a spike in cybersecurity incidents. Also, verticals such as retail, manufacturing, and government experience cyber attack related incidents rise in dramatic rate. For example, retail sector suffered 402% of a rising incidents. The COVID-19 pandemic triggered the largest shift to remote work in history. To make this matter even worse, rapidly growing digital transformation, cloud adoption, and explosive growth of IoT devices are contributing to enlargement of the cyber attack surfaces. Let's talk about Zero Trust. SolarWinds was a well-known software company with more than 300,000 customers globally. Orion was a popular network monitoring tool by SolarWinds. Customers would trust their vendors and accepted automated software updates on a regular basis. In December 2020, a cybersecurity firm found their hacking tools were posted on the internet. The firm, along with the big high-tech companies, US government agencies, and thousands of others were victim of a very sophisticated supply chain attack. All they had in common was automatically downloaded an update of a SolarWinds Orion. The bad actors compromised the source code and planted the malicious malware. There were more than 18,000 downloads made by the compromised software updates. It was estimated that cleaning up the SolarWinds hacking may cost the organizations as much as $100 billion. Now, would you ever trust your software vendors? Then who can you trust? Let me introduce you to the Zero Trust Framework. From Deloitte's point of view, Zero Trust is a conceptual framework that helps organizations secure the user's internet-connected devices, network, data, and workload that comes from modern enterprise environments. Zero Trust concept commits to a risk-based approach to enforcing least privilege, where a user is given the very minimum levels of access or permissions that's required to perform his or her job function. Risk-based, which means approaching and identifying the highest compliance risk to the organization and makes them the priority for security controls, policies, and procedures. You may have heard of the fish tank hack story. Hackers managed to compromise a smart fish tank at the lobby of a Las Vegas casino and gained access to a casino's high roller database. You may wonder, how did it happen? Hackers are consistently scanning the vulnerabilities of the internet. Unprotected IoT devices became the weak point for the hackers to get in. Hackers use IoT devices like fish tank to get into a network. They scanned and found other vulnerabilities and moved laterally to other places in the network. According to 2020 Unit 42 IoT Threat Report, 57% of IoT devices are vulnerable to medium or high severity attacks. You have the enterprise-graded Zero Trust security at your data center, your offices, and your cloud deployment. How about your employee's home? Employee's home has become the new enterprise edge. Although you deploy the endpoint protection to your employee's work laptop, their home network remains unprotected. The Android tablet that they use to access corporate email, the 20 plus IoT devices connecting to the same home Wi-Fi network, all become hackers' easy target. You don't want another fish tank hack story to happen to your enterprises. According to the recent survey, 2/3 of the organization expect their work from home policies to be remain after the pandemic. You have to think about bringing Zero Trust concept to the home office to secure sensitive information, devices, and networks. Let's celebrate the partnership. Public cloud providers play a key role in Zero Trust framework. Palo Alto Networks partners with the Alibaba Cloud on network security, cloud security, and container security. We work together and bring joint security solutions to our customers. We celebrate our partnerships, and we are looking forward to working more closely to bring Zero Trust to your employee's home office and protect the new enterprise edge. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share my stories with you. Once again, my name is Jane Chung from the Palo Alto Networks.